Hey there folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X-2 on the Mysterious JG. And it's time, now that we've changed lift settings or whatever, to get down to the bottom of what's going on in Bevelle. Certainly Bevelle will have no secrets left by the time we're done with this. Yeah, not really. Bevelle does love its secrets, and Paine likes being all surly about that fact. So we'll go ahead and save our game here, because I just checked to make sure and our videos are in fact recording from this session. And once we are in there, this is presumably where Gippal is heading, into the depths of this place. So maybe we can question Gippal about what's going on. I'm starting to think I did see these scenes before. It just didn't happen the last time I played, and that's why I'm not remembering. Because this fight is not one that I remember triggering every time. Ooh, Gippal, things are gonna get easy. Oh, they're sneaky. Ooh, they're so sneaky. Oh, hey, they're all down here.
Hey.
What up, guys?
You're late.
If you were on time, then I'd really start to worry.
Guys are busy fighting fiends, man.
So much for being missing.
Well, they are missing.
Sure you should
They're
be
Mario.
here. The Youth League and New Yevon are crumbling without you guys to hold them together.
They really suck.
You expect too much.
Learn from us. So why are we here?
There's something I needed to be sure of.
Before I kill you.
Vegnagun is gone.
It's gonzo, man.
Listen to you. Vegnagun is gone.
I'm Vegnagun. Me.
You're trying to tell us that since that thing left on its own, Yevon's not to blame?
It's the truth. The thing's more sensitive than its size would lead one to believe.
Oh, it's
It
big and
detects
sensitive.
hostility, and in an instant springs to life.
That's why the ladies love it. It's got strength and sensitivity.
Should one even think of harming it, it awakens like a frightened child.
Who hasn't had his nappy?
You did your homework.
I've had 2 years.
Wait, so you're saying that Vegnagun woke up because someone was trying to destroy it?
Sure.
Who?
Yuna, that
Who
bitch is
indeed?
destroying everything. We must stop her.
I'm a little confused. You came to claim it for yourself, didn't you? But Vegnagun awoke. Why? Because deep down you hated it.
You gotta love Vegnagun.
Did you come here to use it? Or destroy it?
You gotta learn to stop worrying and love
Well-
the atomic bomb.
Both. You probably think that's impossible. You've always been too naive to see.
You're such a piece of crap, Baralai.
I wouldn't expect you to understand.
You're dumb.
Then I hope you don't expect me to trust you either. I believed in you once.
But now I
When
know
we were
you're
training for the
imaginary.
Crimson Squad, I thought I'd never find a better friend.
And Gippal's like, hey, what about me?
But you betrayed that. 2 years ago.
When you gave me socks for my birthday.
Baralai!
Why did you shoot? Why did you shoot Gippal and me? We were friends, and you shot us in the back.
And how are we still alive if you shot us in the back?
Answer me!
Just calm down. Nooj, apologize already.
For shooting us both in the back, then we
That's
somehow
enough.
survived.
Don't push me. If this
Yes.
is what it takes.
Mexican stand-up would be way more dramatic if they weren't wearing such ludicrous fantasy clothes. Nooj, are you an unsent?
This has turned out perfectly. Wouldn't you agree? Yes, I shot you. You were easy targets. You and Paine.
You shot Paine too?
No, but I thought about it.
Why?
Answer me!
I made him do it. He was too weak to resist me.
Nooj?
I don't expect you to present any more of a challenge. Not now.
We just see ghosts moving from one person to another here. But he was going suffer even before some evil force apparently possessed him.
I found that the mind that hates and despairs is the easiest to break.
That's why I like Donald Trump
2
voters.
years ago, it was the same with you, Nooj. Seeking your own death.
Now Baralai hates and
Now
despairs
you
because of
can
his
have it.
stupid haircut.
Wait!
Gippal, you want to help out here?
Stop!
Oh cool, we can shoot you
Get
again.
out of here!
No girls allowed in our fort. And a Marlboro appears, because why wouldn't it? Alright, so everybody quick get to blue mage, because I forgot that I needed to have everyone on blue mage. Which we want because, of course, this thing is going to use bad breath. I hope. I'd be rather annoyed if it doesn't, to tell you the truth. Gastric juice, yikes. So, this is the Marlboro. Not a fun enemy to fight. Nowhere near as nasty as it is in Final Fantasy VIII. All enemies scroll up with you in Final Fantasy VIII, but Marlboros are fucking nightmares in that game. And this game is pretty bad. The most despised fiend is Sphera, oozing poisonous sludge. Its shape alone is enough to warrant such loathing, but its bad breath puts it over the top. Bad breath is a blue magic you can use. It basically is a spell that casts every single status anomaly in the game, or at least the ones that you're capable of casting. Or maybe it's just a subset of them, but yeah, it does that, and it's like it's a hit or miss kind of. It's really useful against bosses that are not immune to everything. But then the very high-end bosses who are immune to everything, it has no use against them at all. But against bosses that have some status immunities, but not all of them, or no status immunities, it's fantastic because you can just deflect everything right up front. Now, unfortunately, that whole gastric juice, I believe, lowers defense and magic defense or something. It's not a good thing to get hit with. Yeah, it's lowering all, like, everything for everybody. So the longer this battle goes, the weaker you are. But you've got to keep it going because you've got to wait for the damn thing to use bad breath. And that way you can learn it and you can defeat the thing. So Mighty Guard is a good thing to have, of course. You'll want to use White Wind periodically. And beyond that, there's not a whole lot to say. Once he uses Bad Breath, Yuna has Ribbon, so she should be fine. She might end up getting afflicted with Curse. There might be one or two things Ribbon doesn't guard against. Riku and Paine I'm more worried about. I tried to protect them against Petrify, Confuse, Berserk. I didn't have enough to do everything, so I think each of them is going to have probably one nasty status effect that Yuna will have to get rid of. White Wind in some games removes negative status effects. It doesn't in this game. So Yuna will have to either switch to Alchemist or... No, she's got all the white magics. She can just use Asuna as soon as this thing is done being a jerk. But we need it to use Bad Breath. It's possible we have to do a certain amount of damage before it will. So maybe if we knock it down to like half or something. That's 1,000 off. We have to... I don't know if the number of hit points it has any effect on how often or when it uses bad breath, but... Mighty Guard is just damn useful in this game. That's all I'll say. Because in Final Fantasy VIII, they're huge, they have a lot of hit points, and they cast Bad Breath on your party. Usually, always the first turn it uses is Bad Breath, and it almost always gets a sneak attack on you. So pretty much, you encounter a Marlboro in Final Fantasy VIII, before you can do anything, it's going to inflict every status attack that you're not immune to. So when you know you're in an area where they spawn, you pretty much have to have at least one party member who's defending against Confuse and Berserk and Petrify, or you're going to get game over. Like, it's just going to automatic game over. It's really what it is. Wow. Looks like Mighty Guard wore off on the others somehow. But yeah, our defense and everything is getting really low because this battle's just dragging on. I'm already thinking that my big plans to finish Act 3 in this video are shot. We're going to have a whole video of fighting this thing. Meanwhile, we had that plot scene where... I'm trying to think, what have we actually seen in the LP? We know for a fact... We know now that, that our three main, like, kind of mysterious characters of Gippal and Nooj and Baralai, they've got some connection to each other that we don't know. Or they're enemies, or they used to be allies, but Nooj betrayed them. Then some evil voice talks when Nooj's face appears, and it appears like some evil force has possessed Nooj, which is a little strange because we don't know Nooj well enough as a character to really be expected to spot when he's acting out of character. But it's taken over Baralai now, and we're still not that clear on what it is. This battle... Okay, we can't really keep attacking it because it's ready to die pretty soon. But it's just not doing what it's... Is it moving differently? Am I crazy? Is it finally winding up for Bad Breath here? No, I'm crazy. I mean... Is there a way that we could... I remember I was trying to figure out why I couldn't fight this thing earlier, and eventually realized it was because I hadn't gotten to, I had to beat the Killick and Besaid missions before I could fight it. So, but I was looking it up on Google, and what I kept finding is how do I get it to use Bad Breath, and I didn't pay that any mind, but apparently that's kind of an issue. Everybody's got regen, but Yuna kind of doesn't need it. Yuna could probably use Absorb on this thing, though. Maybe we'll have to wait and learn this later. Maybe you gotta oversoul it or something. What's it got left? Oh, here it comes. I guess maybe it needed to be a critical. Alright, well. Maybe that's all it was. It needed to be a critical. Or we needed to take MP away. But, Actually, I'll have everyone turn into thieves, just so we've got as many people as possible equipped to try to steal from him. No need for a high potion ×2. That's pretty awful, but no matter. Give Yuna a chance to turn into a berserker so that she'll learn berserk stuff. I think at this point it's so close to dead, I can intentionally inflict berserk, which is one of the things that it does. It makes you berserk, and then usually outlasts you and kills you when you can't heal. But at this point we've whittled it down to nothing, so I'm just using berserk because that'll earn us a little bit more AP in the berserker. There we go. Yuna always the last one to go berserk. So sad for poor Yuna. So, but we learned bad breath. That was the main reason for that whole nonsense. And plot.
Where'd they go?
Yeah, what the hell?
I saw Baralai escape. Nooj and Gippal probably chased after him.
So you knew all three of them?
And you didn't tell us, you whore! Not that long ago.
Yeah, but Nooj, he, ugh.
He what?
Yes, he shot us. It was an accident. At least that's how I see it.
He accidentally shot 3
Why
people.
didn't you tell us?
You didn't
never
ask?
asked.
We did ask about her past,
I'm
though, I
asking
thought.
now.
Too late.
You don't want to tell us.
Why wouldn't you want to tell us about being shot?
Bingo.
Of the skull belt buckle.
You want to know?
Yeah, pretty much. Made that clear?
Yeah, but forcing you to tell isn't any better. We'll wait until you're ready.
Isn't any better than what? Than shooting her?
No pressure, huh?
Well, that's gonna be a long fucking wait, bitch. Anyway, and then we teleport back. No, we gotta manually make our way back. Thank you, game. Oh well. But the important point of all that nonsense was we've now got bad breath, which is arguably, there's kind of no in between. You either think it's one of the best skills in the game, or you think it's worthless because anything that you'd want to use it on is immune to everything. But inflict status ailments on all enemies. Doesn't really tell you which ones, but it's quite a few. So yeah, I find it pretty... Ooh. You scored the key item, Crimson Sphere 1. We scored it, dudes. Well, that would be why it didn't teleport us out right away. Although it could have just said you scored key item Crimson Sphere 1 in a text box at the end of that scene. Alright, so what do we know? Nooj, Baralai, Gippal, and Paine knew each other before. I don't think it's much of a spoiler to say it's kind of roughly analogous to the time Final Fantasy X was taking place. Now, by some crazy coincidence, Paine has become involved with the most famous girl in Spira, and a high-ranking member of the Al Bhed hierarchy. Not that they have a rank system, but you know, yeah, Riku's actually pretty important in the Al Bhed society. And Yuna's obviously probably arguably the most important person in the world. And now Paine has fallen in with them, whereas the other 3 members of the group, that little foursome of friends, have each made their own, like, little army that's subservient to them. Gippal taking it significantly less seriously than the other 2. And so, like, the Youth League and New Yevon are, like, seen as 2 equal and opposite forces vying for control of Sphera. And Machine Faction is just kind of doing their own thing. They're easily my favorite group of the 3, even though they're not really all that fantastic. But weird coincidence, they all used to know each other, and nobody in any of the groups seems to be aware of this. And at some point in their past, Nooj shot all of them. Like, he betrayed, and it sounds like he tried to kill them. It's never explained why they survived, so don't await that explanation to be forthcoming. But Nooj, like, shoots the others, and they get away anyway, including Paine. Paine thinks it was an accident. What is that? How long has that thing been up there? What the hell is that? Can't really talk to it. Firefly swarmed out of Nooj's body and into Baralai's? What's going on, Halls? You think waiting won't get me to talk? Sorry, you know my lips are sealed. My lips are sealed. Doesn't matter what they say. You just forget about Gippal. She doesn't seem to care about what had just happened to us. Or we didn't tell him. Fair enough. Yeah, but, okay, so by coincidence, these three guys who are all buddies now each run one of the three factions that control Spira. Nooj apparently betrayed and tried to kill the others. They all survived. And it seemed like some evil force possessed Nooj and made him do it, and it's now moved into Baralai. But before any of this could resolve, the whole scene kind of ends with a convenient Marlboro attack. Don't really need this particular set of accessories anymore. So now that I got the adamantite, which lowers your agility significantly, it might be a good idea to give her something that offsets it a bit. Sprint shoes are actually pretty good for that. Recovery bracer's kind of nice too. But I'm gonna go with Bloodlust is pretty frickin' weird. I'll go with sprint shoes, and I will give you. I might just have everybody cast sprint on themselves at the beginning of every battle, actually. Sprint shoes, and oh yeah, I was gonna find out what the fiery gleam does, because we spent like 800 turns trying to steal that shit before we finally got a heady perfume. I was gonna. Well, what's Haste Spangle do? Oh, it's not as good. Guarding against death might not be a bad idea. Fiery gleam adds fire elements. Wow, what a crap accessory after all that. I'll give you the sprint shoes, and must be something worth the effort here. I mean, petrification of death, that might not be bad, just in case. Miserably heavy. Looking for something that does something good to stats. Yeah, Tetragard. I used to give everybody that. Might as well bring it back for a while. And everybody's in Berserker mode. Everyone's ready for Berserker. So our big plan to knock this whole act out in one video kind of got wrecked by how long we spent trying to learn the. Well, let's see, Bavel. It's probably just nothing there now. Usually people went looking for Baralai, and now they're missing too. Is there some connection? Scratch those heads going. Yeah, there's nothing left to do there. Okay, distress hit on machine factions bit off more than they can chew. Should we ignore our leader's orders and go? He's not our leader. I mean, come on, get real. Love that one Elbed with the slicked back hair. No, he just watched possession move from Nooj to Baralai. That's not what he said.
Wonder if he's still with Nooj and Baralai. Probably.
No, I wonder what happens if we didn't see that scene. Oh, cool. They're possessing him. Ghosts in the machines. Riku doesn't feel the need to give us the details. Don't bother telling us what's going on in case we can come up with a countermeasure. Let's just march in there and get murdered. Eliminate the fiends that have appeared inside Jose Temple. Be careful, though. These fiends aren't to be taken lightly. Liberate the temple. Liberation. Can't help but think 2 years ago, yeah, when we fought the Guado. All I can hope is these fiends aren't as horrific as the ones the Guado used. They're stronger. You guys are really boned if you couldn't handle that. Let's get out of the temple. We're in big trouble. Make our stand. We can't lose any more ground. On our honor, nothing will get past us. We swear it. Today is the day we prove that we are stronger than just our leader. We must hold the line. We will never allow the Krogan to destroy Moorland's famous shop. We will hold the line. I hope we can offer our services for free this time. That's not how it works. Wait, what did he say? I'm sorry. I'll do the talking, you do the walking. Go, go, go. Let's go, go, go. Move, move, move. And here's the guy who actually was in the awesome shot with the hair slicked back. He's not the only guy of that character model. That the fiends could use our market against us is simply unfathomable. They have enslaved our creations. This cannot be. I've never fired a gun before. Whoa, what the heck is going on in there? What do you have to say, robot? Robots. They don't talk to you now. Robots. They have formed a coalition with the Hypello. Oh, Shinra, you crazy little kook. What better opportunity to install a comm sphere? I don't know, any time when it's less dangerous? Can we finally get into these rooms? Yeah! Is there any reason to be in there? No! Girl, if only I wasn't hurt. I could stop you from coming into this room. We had no choice but to run, but our friends are still inside. I'm gonna jump on your bed, ha ha! Your friends are all dead and I'm jumping on your bed. Oh, there's a treasure chest. There's a remedy we would never have gotten if we didn't explore this previously inaccessible room. I just happened to be near the exit, so I managed to make it out of there. But you haven't left the whole larger area yet, which, you know, you might want to do. So this machine apparently has not been possessed by fiends. That's nice. Important announcement. Accounts for the last period have been closed. As a result, your excavation count has been reset to 0 and your weight is adjusted. It may result in a temporary drop in your weight. However, depending on the number of excavations you completed previously, your new weight may rise even higher than before. Wow. So apparently we're making even less money than we did before. Which was not much. It is not, despite what they say, this is not a good way to make money in this game. The excavation game. The pajama game is the game we're in. At first we had the advantage, but that didn't last long. The disadvantage. Fiends will get through over my dead body. Go help the others inside. Go find the others before the night slips away. Sorry. Alright, folks, calling it a video. When we come back, we are going to go in there and stomp some possessed machine butt, I guess. I'm the Serious JG. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.